Vloggers, how are y'all this afternoon? We're getting ready to go for a walk. So I came home and my dogs, they are just energy all over the place, just bouncing around. They need to let some of this energy out or they're gonna tear up my house, they're gonna tear up the couch, they're gonna tear up everything. So they don't really tear it up, but they just move things around because they're busy and they have too much energy. So we're getting ready to go for a walk. And so as I've been doing lately, I've been putting some weight on Big Boy here. You see that vest he's got on him? Yeah, you may not be able to see it all. I'll turn the camera around in a minute, but we're getting ready to go on this walk. So as always, I train my dogs. People are always talking about safety issues. I think one major safety issue is, here, let me turn the camera around a little bit. I think one safety issue is your dog's kind of running outside the door as you're getting ready to leave or opening up the door. So I do my best to make sure that they understand. Like, oh, so he's kind of defying it right now. Storm, 3-year-old Rottweiler, she's all over it. Him, he's still working on it. So sit. All right. So he's got. Nope. He thought I said come on. Sit. So I'm trying to be really clear with my commands. But the reason why I do that is because there may be somebody walking by. There may be someone who's, walking their dog, and I don't want my dogs to just jet out of the house, because nope, back, sit. So you see how I'm trying to say it once. I don't want to repeat myself because they know the cue, but it's just they gotta obey. So that's good. I like that. So I'm gonna grab their leashes and we're getting ready to go for this walk. They're kind of stepping on the leashes. So there's a couple things I want to talk about today. You can see they're really anxious to go right now. Really, really anxious. So, but I want to get a good grip on this leash before I let them go. All right, let's go. So they've got that down okay. But yeah, so the reason why I want to kind of take y'all on this walk today with me is I just want to talk about energy because I get a lot of questions about, these dogs. What is it like having big dogs? I mean, they're big balls of energy. And so, everyone loves this Rottweiler and how beautiful she is. And some people complain about her weight, but it's okay. She's working on it. She got that swagger. But it's okay, girl. We got this big boy here, this Cane Corso here. But these guys have energy. And so you got to find ways to help them burn that energy, have constructive ways to let that energy out. So, and it's true for smaller dogs too, but I think it's really important for these smaller dogs because, these larger dogs, because, they have the power to really, really, this guy will move my furniture around in my living room. He's so big. So you got to find constructive ways to get these guys to burn that energy. And I find that going on a walk is a great way to do it. If you have a big high energy dog like this, look at that. Throw that vest on him. Throw about, it's about 6 pounds, I think. It's not too heavy, but it's enough to kind of give them a challenge. So I think, so when we're done, we can go inside and chill. So they're excited a little bit because of the neighbor's dog. So this is another reason why walks are important. It's an opportunity to start training. People always ask, you're not an expert. Just dropped my earpod. There's some things that that you kind of learn naturally. You want your dogs to behave. You just trained for that feature. If you don't want your dogs jumping out ahead of you and barking at other dogs, you just train for it. So I think walks are just a wonderful way to kind of instill that training. And people complain about the collars that I have on them, and they're not meant to harm the dog. They're big dogs, so you have to use tools to help help you along the way. So if you can't get the message across, the dog keeps doing the behavior, you have to find ways that's effective. And so that's why we have those prong collars. If these dogs are strong, so if they really want to take off, and I'm kind of a strong guy, but if they really want to go take off, they could. So you got to have some measure to help them realize that that's not the behavior I want. And like I said, taking them on walks is a great way to burn energy. It's a good way for you to burn energy. And you can see what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a little vest there to help me burn some calories. There's nothing wrong with that. You burn calories, your dog burn calories. It's a win-win, right? So I don't profess to be a expert of any sort, and so it's kind of discouraging to read these comments from people. I've been doing this for 30 years. You don't know crap about how to deal with dogs. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I admit, I haven't been doing this for 30 years, but I want well-behaved dogs. I want well-mannered dogs. I want dogs that know how to behave and handle themselves in the house. So I train them for those things the best way I can. All right. I learned from friends and colleagues that have big dogs. My breeder, send messages to him. I've got a coworker. She has several dogs, Cane Corsos and Pit Bulls. You learn from everybody, man. So if you got 30 years of experience, man, share that information. Don't be coming up on my page and be like, you don't know crap about dogs. I know I don't know crap about dogs. That's why I have the page. I want people to chip in, man. Help out. You know so much, help out. Help me out. Help the rest of us out. People got big dogs. They're trying to figure out how to train them. So if you got tips, let us know. So I'm just letting you know what I like to do for my dogs. I love them. I spend a lot of time with them. I try to make them as safe as possible. That's the other thing. People go crazy. Well, I hope nobody gets bit by your dogs. Well, geez, I put a lot of effort and time to make sure that my dogs. Well, hey, how you doing, neighbor? Try to, I put a lot of time and effort to train these guys. So this walk is a training. Let me show you something. Look at my dogs. So how many people do you know their dogs dragging their butts down the road? Just dragging them. You know what I mean? This don't happen overnight. This doesn't happen overnight. You have to train your dogs to do this. This is a safety thing, right? You don't want them to pull off and go run and go bite somebody. You have to train them. So we got neighbors outside right here. They're doing car work. We got dogs, and they're on behind fence and stuff. But I don't need my dogs running after them and biting people. It's called training, folks. So I am okay with you having 30 years of experience with dogs. I'm okay if you got 25 years. I'm okay that you think that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm okay with that. But if you got all that experience, share that information. Share the knowledge. Pass it along. Help us out. I don't have all the answers. That sounded like something Kanye West said, didn't it? I don't got all the answers. You don't have all the answers. And I'm sure somebody who's been doing this for 30 years don't have all the answers. They're just posturing. And that's okay. That's all good. It's a public forum. You can say what you want to say. It's a free country. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. But be constructive, man. Be constructive. Help people out. Help us out, man. Anyway, so I do see a comment. Sorry about that. I went on a little bit of a rant. If you give me enough time, I will go on a rant. And got that kind of personality. I'm going to try to keep it cool. But anyway, let me go to some questions. Who's more protective? Well, in my case, thanks for the question, Meredith Lawson. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching this. Well, it's a good question. So my Rottweiler, her name is Storm. She's a female Rottweiler, and Rain is a male Cane Corso. He's only a year and a half old, so he's still kind of learning. She's 3 years old. She's fully grown. She's bonded to me basically from day one. She chose me as her person. Of everyone in the family, she's like my person. So she's really, really protective about. Okay, this may be a little bit of a problem here. My neighbor's driving this cart with the dog inside, so we may have to do to the side of the road just to let them pass. But we're still working. So, anyways, to answer your question, when it comes to me, the Rottweiler is going to be more protective. He's still kind of developing his confidence, and he relies on her a lot when it comes to confidence and stuff like that. So he's not necessarily. Now, I'm sure if he was provoked. Okay, so this is a time where I would really be correcting. Come on, let's go. So I gave her a little poke with my finger, give her the message that I want her to keep walking. So yeah, because this may be a little bit of an interaction in just a minute with my neighbor. Got his dog in his golf cart. So if they get too close, my dogs will react, and that's why I have those prong collars. Because if my dogs decide they don't want to behave, I got to have something to counteract that. I've got to have something that's going to be able to withstand the power that these dogs wield. And so, I mean, I know people criticizing. I've seen crocodile tears. Oh my God, I can't believe you got them prong. Oh, them poor dogs. These boogers are, man, look at how tough that dog is. That dog don't care about no prong collar. Chill with that, man. Chill with that. You know, you got to have something, or else your dogs, these big dogs, will run off on you. Okay, let's see if we can get past this interaction with our neighbor real quick. I may have to go to my neighbor's yard to kind of chill and sit for a second. So I'm going to put him in a seating position, and I'm going to sit. I'm going to try to sit. You too, boy, sit. Okay, good. So I got him in a seating position, and I'm in between me and the other dog, and it worked. So my neighbor is gone, my dog is in a seating position, and we can continue our walk. Let's go. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. People talking about, you don't know nothing. I've been doing this for 30 years. Look, man, I'm trying to protect my dogs. I'm trying to protect everyone else. Sometimes you got to come up with techniques that work for your dogs. You got to just find out what works, man. And you don't need 30 years of experience to realize that if you put your dogs in a position. So here's how I could have messed up with it. All right. One thing is I got one arm holding both leashes. Okay. That is not a whole lot of control. I tell you, this guy is big. He's muscular. Look at them muscles. Okay. He can outperform my arm. So if I had put them between me and my neighbor in that golf cart with that barking dog, they would have reacted to that, right? Because this other dog was saying, "Hey, look at me, look at y'all." He's just yapping. You heard him in the background. Arf, arf, look at me. All right. And I got these big dogs like, "Hey, you calling me? You want me to come over there? You want to challenge me?" These guys would have went for it, right? So if I would have said, "Hey, stop, dogs! Oh, stop!" and then they're like, and the guys come in my direction, and they're in between me and the dog. Their instinct is to go for that dog. So what did? I put myself in between them. I set them down, and to kind of diffuse the situation. All right. So you got 30 years. That's cool. I'm trying to protect my dogs. I'm trying to protect my neighbor. I'm trying to protect my neighbor's dogs. Can you imagine if these guys actually went into a fight? Sorry, it's getting kind of tight on his neck. Could you imagine if she actually, look at them, let me show you them claws. Look at them claws in that dog's foot. She needs her nails trimmed, I admit. But I'm saying that could be some serious damage. Hello, how you doing? Come on. See, they're really excited. Let me see if I can put them over here. Nope. This way. Nope. You see that? Oh, nope. Look at that. Come on, guys. It's okay. Come on. They're really excited. That worked out okay. Let him do it. Come on. Nope. Let me tell you, if I didn't have those prong collars, you think I could have done that? I don't think so. Did y'all see that? Do you think I could have held him with one arm without those prong collars? Did y'all? I don't know if that came out on the camera very well, but neighbors let their dogs out without a leash. The dogs are curious. My dogs are curious. They were wanting to play with my dog. Okay, here's another case. Did you see them perk up? Another neighbor has their dog out off a leash. This is all I'm talking about. You have to make sure that you can have control over your dogs, because the last thing you need is a lawsuit. So, I ask again, Mr. 30 years of experience, help us out, man. What would you have done? How would you have handled that? Miss whoever was complaining about the prong collars, how would you handle that? Good question. So anyway, I'm sorry, this wasn't meant to be a rant today. Thank you for hanging out with me and hanging out with the dogs. I don't mind talking more. I don't mind ranting anymore. Ranting more in the future about whatever topics. I'm not trying to blast everybody's ears out, but I'm just letting you know, you gotta work. You want big dogs, you gotta work. And also, if you have a dogs, come on out, bring them outside. You know, you work out with them. Take care of your health, take care of your dogs. Love each day. Love every day that you have to be with your dog. And again, if you have any more questions, hit me up. I appreciate y'all for watching. All right, have a good day.